Hello again. We're here today with the 96 Jaguar XJS 4.0 V6, and there were some codes that had come up, and the reason I checked the codes was there is shaking at idle when at a standstill, at a stoplight or a stop sign, when the car is just in park. Whenever the car is not moving in motion, it shakes. And the codes that came up when hooking up the OBD2 is P1193, P0158, which states that's an O2 sensor, P0138, which says that P0132 may be the possible cause, and P0300, misfire detected. In another video, I changed the ignition coils and the spark plugs, which have never been changed for the life of the car. It appears that no maintenance whatsoever has been done on this car. I don't even know for certain if the oil has been changed out completely, meaning that, some people, they just put more oil in the car and they don't change the filter out and so on. So I haven't gotten around to that. Check the oil, it appears to be fine. The car actually runs great when it's moving, accelerates fine and so on, but at a standstill, at an idle, it shakes. I am going to change the injectors and all of the sensors one by one. And right now what I'm doing is changing the crank sensor, right? So that's going to be in this tight spot down here, right? And hopefully I'll be able to post a video of what it looked like before I cleaned all this. All right, so let's take a look down here. You're going to get an idea of what it looks like. Right? So this is, I don't know, it's down there somewhere. There it is. There you are. All right. That is the crank position sensor. All right. So I'm going to check that out, right, and replace it with this. This cost about roughly $62 out the door, with tax and everything from your local auto parts store. The prices vary. I wouldn't go and try to find the cheapest one that you can find, because you may end up getting something that is not a good product. This has a lifetime warranty, so I'm going to say that this is a good product, because oftentimes, more often than not, you're not going to get a lifetime warranty on something that they know is going to break. All right, so this is a Duralast, as you can see the box right here, right? And I'm going to put this on. It's a tight spot, so I'm not going to be able to videotape that, but I'll show you how the car runs afterwards. And I'll clear the codes and take it for a spin and see if those codes pop back up. I cleared them before when I changed the plugs and the ignition coils, and the car did not idle. I also cleaned the MAF, I cleaned the MAF, the mass airflow sensor. I sprayed it with some spray that's specifically made for the mass airflow sensor, which I'll show you that real quick. That's this right here, right? So I sprayed the mass airflow sensor, took it apart, sprayed it, and put it back on after it dried, and the car did not shake when idling, when at a stop sign or a stoplight, and it ran fine for about 85 miles. And then the codes came back, meaning the check engine light came back on. So I'm going to replace this sensor right here, this crank position sensor, and clear the codes again and see if that shaking during the idling comes back, or the check engine light comes